Run Like Thieves live in studio. How are you guys? Welcome.
Good. Hey, man.
Hey. Abe, let's start with you because I've known you forever.
Yeah.
I'd love for each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band.
Hey, I'm Abe. I play the bass, and evidently I'm the technical guy.
That's what we hear.
By default.
Yes. And on the couch.
Hi, Greg Santini, the drummer for Run Like Thieves. You can find me on social media at Running Drummer because I like to run a lot. So
Yeah.
I named my channel Running Drummer.
That makes sense. Yeah, I wondered. I didn't know if you had some sort of gimmick where you run and you play the drums while you're running or something.
I'd like to do that.
Jim, you'll get a bass line.
Seems like a very obvious idea.
Yeah.
And the gentleman in the corner with the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead for those watching online.
And my name is Dan Fallon, and I am the media front of the band, and you can find me on onlydans.com and pay for my subscription there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I'm laughing extra hard because when Matt said that, by the look on your face, I know that you thought he was talking about your head. But I'd like you to turn and take a peek over your right shoulder.
Oh, goodness, no.
That's the giant Peter White head. See?
Oh, that is big. It's very appropriately placed.
He's always watching.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't referring to your head.
I could tell by the look on his face.
No, I was like, how did they notice that? Right. I was checking to see if my fly was down. Actually.
He's got a huge head.
Now, technically, I am, though, allowed to make jokes about people with large heads because I have a large head. So that makes it okay. I realized that.
No, that makes you self-loathing.
I realized.
I bet you cry yourself to sleep on your huge pillow.
Well, that's right. Well, you know, I'm Irish, and Irish people, we have. I realized that years and years ago, I was watching Conan O'Brien, and in his monologue, he made a joke about the size of his own head, and I never thought about it. I was like, yeah, he does have a big head. But the joke, it was something about Irish people having large heads, and I was like, wait, I'm Irish. Do I have a big head? And I ran to the bathroom mirror, and I was like, oh, yeah, wow, I do. I look like a South Park character. I got this giant Irish melon I'm walking around with. But I look at it this way. I need it to hold my enormous brain.
That's right.
So
God.
I think that
Really?
it's an appropriately sized head for your brain.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Thank
Don't
you.
feed into that.
I am also Irish, and I'm very sensitive about the size of my head.
Well, it's
Is it too small from over there, Jen?
You know. Well, anyway,
It looks fine to me when I look in the mirror. It looks fine.
well, it's
Jesus.
anyway. But
It looks bigger up close.
it's great
so
to
not
great
looking
great.
at him anymore.
It's wonderful to have you guys here. And Abe, it's great to see you. You've been in now. When I first met you, you were in
East is East, back
East
at
is
the
East.
old Guilford practice space.
Yes. Now is that where is Revelry Studios? Is that where that is? Or-
No, Revelry was here in Manchester. The building just sold or something. So Matt Blanchett is the guy that ran that, along with his other guys, Tyler Ayers, and they're looking for a new space.
Okay.
But they'll still go out and do things, and I would highly recommend them. I think we all would.
Yeah,
Highly recommend.
We were lucky to get in before they closed that.
Yeah, we might have been one of the last people
Last
to record
couple,
in their
yeah.
studio.
Oh, no
and it was-
kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they are amazing.
They're
Amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
And how did the three of you come to play together? How did this band form?
Well, why don't you tell the
Well,
story?
so I moved up from New York. I retired. I was a fireman in New York City, and I retired and came up to New Hampshire. And I'd been playing drums for a really long time, and I wanted to start a band, so I met two other guys, started playing, and then we played out. We didn't have a singer. We were just a trio of just music.
Yeah.
And they were really good, and we're still friends with one of the bass players. He's an awesome guy, Carmen Serrano. Great guy. But anyway, met Dan at an open mic, and he was just the nicest guy. And I was like, who is this guy? And he started singing. I was like, oh, this guy can sing. We need a singer bad.
Yeah.
So he ended up playing with us, and Dan and I just kind of really became really good friends and continued to make music. And Dan is just Dan is the kind of guy that just he'll do anything. Like he will just play anywhere, play anytime. He's got no qualms, doesn't care about what anyone thinks, which is a really hard thing to find in a musician, because a lot of musicians are very, I guess they're sort of afraid to
insecure.
They don't want to play out or whatever. Dan is the opposite of that. He'll play anywhere, anytime. You want to play? You know the song? Nope. Let's play it anyway. Like that's. So I really admired that about Dan, and then we ended up doing a lot of covers, a cover band thing, and then we met Abe. Abe was our backup bass player for the cover band, and he came right in, and he was just insanely good.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And I really connected with Abe musically. And that's a huge thing for drummers, in my opinion. Your band is only as good as your bass player and your drummer.
Right.
And he was just right on, right connected right away, and it was fantastic. And we just started playing together, and Dan had a bunch of music that we thought was great, and Abe and I basically put our own thing on it, and help him produce a lot of the stuff and make it even better than it is. And it's been great. It's been really great.
Yeah.
Really great. We've been on a really good run.
Excellent. What brought you to New Hampshire, by the way?
They don't tax my pension, so
that's an excellent.
No, you know what? And also, we love to hike and ski. I have two kids and my wife, and they just love the outdoors, and they're really just love the everything about it. We love being close to the mountains, the ocean, the city in Boston, only 4 hours from New York. So if we want to go back home, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's great. We love it.
Yeah.
Love it here.
Excellent. Are you from here, Dan?
I'm from Malden, Massachusetts, originally.
Okay.
From the streets, yo. You know what I'm saying?
The streets of Malden. And Abe, are you from here originally?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Sandwich, Tamworth originally. Kind of been moving my way south ever since.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go too much farther. You're going to end up in that tax category.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I don't have a pension, so maybe I don't need to worry about that.
Well, it's still income. It's all income.
Yeah, that's right.
Massachusetts taxes everything.
Yeah.
You breathed. I got you.
Yeah.
That's a quarter. Come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello to our friends J-Fed and Melanie from the great state of Vermont who are in the chat room. Speaking of very loyal listeners. So how long has this been a band?
It's been a couple of years.
Okay.
Dan and I have been playing together for about a little over 2 years, and then Abe joined us, I guess, in the last
maybe like a year ago.
Yeah, so I got the call from Brian back in March.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian's our horn player for the cover band.
Oh, okay.
Another awesome musician.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Plays with the Bulkheads.
Yeah. He's a bulkhead guy.
Yeah, and then we started writing tunes together. Well, I don't know, we were going to practice one day and do some covers for like a trio gig, the three of us, and then just started writing some songs. So it was pretty dope. Yeah, I was like, oh, let's try this. This will be, and it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
We get some bangers coming. I'm telling you. And I was like, oh, wow, let's do this.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of bands and a lot of, different musicians and some great musicians, and I've never been prouder of what we just did recently, recording wise.
Me too.
And just musically, the synergy and the connection that we have it's been so good. There's just no attitudes. Everyone is super nice, and everyone works really well together, and we don't have any weird issues like a lot of bands do.
Yeah.
There's none of that, so we love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, when it's easy like that, then you've really got something.
Yeah, it's very fair, balanced. Everyone's very honest with each other about things, and it's really good.
Yeah. That's excellent. Well, we should let's listen to one of these studio tracks, and then we're gonna hear you guys live. But I love this "Mama Come Get Me." This is a great song. So we'll listen to this, and then we've got another studio track that we'll play a little bit later, and then you guys are gonna play "Tell Her" is the song you guys are gonna play live for us, right?
Yeah, tell her goodbye.
Yeah, tell her goodbye.
Okay. Let's give this a listen first. This is really good. And where was this? This was recorded at Revelry?
It was recorded at Revelry and all live, and we have never aired it this is the first very special day. So thank you for having us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And technically, it was the first song that we really kind of together as a band really put together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one that we really
it was one of the first.
Excellent. Okay, so this is technically a world radio premiere. All right, let's give this a listen. This is a great song, Mama Come Get Me by Run Like Thieves.
Brother, give me your axe grind. All your heart made of stone. Play a superhero in your mind, so you can stab me in the back and kick me when I'm down. Brother, give me that cross to bear. I won't bear it all alone. Burned everyone that ever loved a cave. Don't need forgiveness when you're never wrong. Mama, come get me. Mama, come get me. Bring me home. Yeah, mama, come get me. Mama, come get me. Bring me home. I hope you find your deliverance. I hope you find your way home. I hope you find that love here's irrelevant. Until then, stay gone. Mama, come get me. Mama, come get me. Bring me home. Yeah, mama, come get me. Mama, come get me. Bring me home. I've been broken, been gone. Still, mama, come and get me. Mama, come and get me. Bring me home. It feels so good, feels silly, feels smart. You can have $1 million, boy, you'll never buy a pair of balls. Mama, come get me. Mama, come get me, bring me home. Yeah, mama, come get me. Mama, come get me, bring me home. Been broken, deep been broken, dead, been gone. Still, mama, come get me. Mama, come get me, bring me home.
Oh, that is so good. I love that song.
Cool.
Really good, guys. Mama Come
to hear.
Mama Come Get Me by Run Like Thieves. Hey, where does the name come from, by the way? This is a cool name.
Yes, thank you. I actually came up with the name. Well, actually, technically not me, but I used to play with another friend of mine in a band way back when in Tennessee, and which is actually the name of one of our songs too, but has nothing to do with that. But anyway, I used to live in Knoxville, Tennessee, with my buddy Will and Will Day, and we had a band that called Nellie Bly, and then I left and came back and hadn't talked to him in years, and then we ended up connecting again, and I had a home studio, and we did some recording, and he said, oh, we got to call it Run Like Thieves, and I thought, that's really cool, and then we just stopped playing together, and then once we all got together, we were thinking of band names, and I was like, I used to have a band name called Run Like, it really wasn't a band, it was just like me and my buddy, doing some stuff, and we called it Run Like Thieves, so I called my buddy Will just to make sure. I'm like, hey, is it cool that we use this name? He's absolutely, he loves the stuff, so he's like,
oh, that's good.
He's like, absolutely, please use it. It's great. And I said, okay, cool. And we already had a Facebook page that was up, Run Like Thieves, on Facebook that I had for probably 3 years, and then never did anything with it. And now we actually started posting everything on there. And we all have our YouTube channel, Run Like Thieves, and all that stuff. So we're slowly but surely, and all these recordings that you're hearing now were also recorded on camera as well.
Yeah.
And they came out fantastic. Like, they did such a good job at Revelry. I can't even say the word.
I have trouble with it too. Like
Revelry.
Revelry.
I should know how to say it.
If you say it in your low revelry, it'll sound. It's easier. Revelry.
Revelry.
Yeah.
You're right. That is easier.
Isn't that easier?
Yeah, that's weird. Revelry.
I'm just so glad we came up with a band name quickly. Cause
Yes, and what's cool about the band name is that it's 3 words, which represents the 3 of us, and then I'm the running drummer, so that's the whole.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Run
yeah.
was also in there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of perfect. Let's just do it, call it that. So and it's got a cool like RLT, so we can make like cool stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
we like that stuff.
And Abe's the L. Abe's the like, because everybody likes Abe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
And he like listens really well.
Yeah.
I Run, and then Dan is.
I
of
got
course,
stuck as the thief. What
well, he's
the
a
heck?
banker. He's a banker.
You know?
Oh yeah.
He's a thief.
Yeah.
He's a good thief, though.
That's the PC version of the thief thing.
Yeah.
so.
Gotcha. Well, let's do this. I'm dying to hear you guys play live. So if you,
All right.
Oh yeah. So if you want to play, you're going to do Tennessee, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. Tell her
Good Night.
Tell her good night. Tennessee's the other studio
Which
track
is
we're gonna
also
play
out
later.
already
Yeah.
on all forms. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. You can even ask your Alexa
Yeah. Even
for
Alexa
the
has
song,
it.
and it'll give it to you. I couldn't believe it. I think that's when I knew I made it musically.
Yeah.
My
That
Alexa
was the
recognized me. That was like, all right, I did it.
That is pretty cool.
Finally did it.
But in this one, we have a video online for, so we get at Run Like Thieves YouTube, and it's picking up some steam. Actually, it's very, very cool.
Yes, with there's really no marketing on it. It's just kind of organically doing its thing. So
That's good.
We
Yeah.
like that. So if you're out there, please look it up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
That is extremely cool. Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, I'll have to kind of
We're ready.
I'll have to kind of I'll move the faders around as you play, and then try to get the levels balanced and
me. What's up? Is that good?
That's amazing. You're really on this one.
Thank you. I'm on it today.
Well,
I'm helping him with his levels.
I was just thinking you're probably not used to singing this early, right? In the day, or maybe you are. I don't know.
I just never stopped singing.
Dan sings in the
Came out
shower.
of my mama.
Don't we all?
I sing all the time. I sing at work. Would you like me to help you with that? I just sing all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's the way to go.
All right. Well,
I
good.
get yelled at by my woman. Oh, I'm so sorry. She loves it,
Yeah,
My kids.
she can't stay mad, right? When
She
you
can't
do that?
stay mad.
Yeah.
You should have gotten an A+ instead of an A-. What are you doing to your dad? I sing all the time. Just keep the flow going.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's probably very healthy.
It is very, very good.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Ready, baby. All right. Lips taste like whiskey, I smell like beer. She says, look up at the stars, look how close they appear. Girl, let them light your way back home. That's what you should do. 'Cause I know somewhere there's a porch light on, waiting for you. You gotta tell her goodbye, tell her good night. Tell her good boys don't always do right. Nighttime love is gonna leave you in the morning. Well, it's cold like steel, the devil's deal. Might be wrong, that ain't how it feels. Nighttime love is gonna leave you with no warning. Girl, put this flame on right now, or it's just gonna burn us both. 'Cause in a few minutes we'll be gone so far, we ain't going home. And I'd like to leave here with
just a little bit left of my soul, dear. I have, do with me what you will. This night is ours for the taking. You gotta tell her goodbye, tell her good night. Tell her good girls don't always do right. Nighttime love is gonna leave you in the morning. Well, it's cold like steel, the devil's deal. Might be wrong, that ain't how she feels. Nighttime love is gonna leave you with no warning, love. Miles away now, and the moment's long gone. The memory of your love still lingers on. And I wonder what you would do if I turned this car around, headed back to your town. But I just look up at the sunrise and keep on riding on. You gotta tell her goodbye, tell her good night. Tell the good people don't always do right. Nighttime love is gonna leave you in the morning. Well, it's cold like steel, the devil's deal. Might be wrong, that ain't how it feels. Nighttime love is gonna leave you, it's gonna leave you. Yeah, no warning.
Oh my God, you guys sound amazing.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
You guys
No,
sound
don't hurt the guitar.
fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you.
If you're just joining us, we've got Run Like Thieves live in studio with us. We have Abe, Greg, Dan. They are all here, and yeah, you guys sound amazing. That was
Thank you.
Very, very cool.
Thank you.
Are you playing out a lot? Are you doing a lot of live shows? Or?
Yes. Yeah.
Dan plays out all the time.
This is actually sweat.
Yeah.
And I can just stick my pick on it, and I don't have to use a pick holder anymore.
Dan plays a lot. As far as the band goes,
Actually worked.
we play. We haven't played a lot as Run Like Thieves. We play a lot as a cover band.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, but we haven't actually played a lot as Run Like Thieves. So we're excited to get out there and play and start really playing shows as us and putting our original content out there, because nobody wants to hear original content a lot of times. So we get it. But I feel, and I think we can all agree that that our original content is pretty universal. I think people can hear it and kind of dig it. You know, it's not like weird and obscure.
Yeah, we're not trying to be Mr. Bungle. Or,
which by the way,
We've all done that.
which is a huge influence of mine. By the way, I'm a huge Mr. Bungle fan. Love Mr. Bungle.
Yeah.
But yes, we're not like that. But so we're sort of universal. So I think we can get away with even playing bars and places where crowds are hanging out, and they would just be like, "Oh, that's just good music." So
Right.
But please check out our listings at Run Like Thieves and see where we're playing. And don't be too shy. And please come see Dan Fallon sing. And Abe sings with me, and Greg sings with me. And that's Dan Fallon music.
Dan Fallon music.
And we will be at the Run Like Thieves songs will be played at the following venues.
Yes.
In the near future. Paddy's in Draycott, the Wild Rover Manchester, Eric's Church in Wyndham, Maine, Foster's Tavern, the Thirsty Pig, Songwriter in the Round with Katie Dobbins, the Birch Bar, Saddle Up Saloon in Kingston, where I just came from a couple of minutes ago, the Birch Bar, Axe and Ale, Deb's Landing up in Tamworth, and that's
real local joint.
High Octane Saloon in Laconia. We got a gig there too. and we're back at Defiant Records, and that's all I can do right now because I don't want to.
It's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Some of those gigs aren't full band gigs, but but some of them will be.
Yeah.
And it's always a good time.
Excellent.
We're always entertaining.
Yes, we try.
Oh, I don't want to forget too. You guys very generously brought us. We're gonna dig into those. We're gonna save
my precious.
We're gonna save those for later. But you guys brought us a box of donuts, and they look really good. And where are they from?
Goodies. Good Donuts.
Ooh, I like how you said that,
Goody Good Donuts, located in Laconia at 235 Union Avenue. And they look awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys were saying like they open and they sell out.
They sell out. I mean, by 9:30, a lot of times when they're open, they close. When they sell out, they close the store.
What time do they open?
Wow.
I think at 5:30 or 5 or something like that. Yeah.
What a crazy thing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's awesome. Oh my God.
Yeah,
These donuts look amazing.
They're so good that I am sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. That's how good they are.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
There's chocolate.
I got you 3 dozen, and I only wound up having 6 by the time I got done.
And you can tell they're flopping around in the box.
A little floppy.
There's some room
There's
in
crumbs.
A little flopping
there.
going on
We're
over
lucky we
here,
weren't in Boston,
too.
and you would have been like, here's 2.
Yeah.
At least there's not one with like a bite taken out of it.
Right,
You know, that-
Yes, they're all intact in that way. I appreciate
I've seen
that.
that. I've seen that before.
I'm looking at this business's pictures, and they have like, oh God, Fruity Pebbles. They're donuts covered in Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
I remember Fruity Pebbles from my youth. I'm
course.
sorry,
Of course.
but that's crazy.
It's
I've never
amazing.
seen that. You know,
It's amazing.
donuts go good with the season too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Run Like Thieves here live in studio with us. We do have another studio track too that we're going to play at the end of the segment. That's another great song, Tennessee. But now when I wanted to kind of circle back to this about recording too at Revelry. It does. It is easier to say it that way.
Give me that donut.
Never.
Now,
Never, Jen. Never. I want those donuts.
oh my goodness.
I like it. I'm bringing more donuts in about.
Did you guys record these kind of sort of, was it live basically instead of
Completely live.
Yeah.
completely live? Yeah.
That's the only way we do it too.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I was just telling these guys this morning that I was watching a documentary on Tom Petty doing Wildflowers when Rick Rubin took over as producer, and they did it live. They did they recorded it live as opposed to doing it track by track, which is a lot of times what people do.
Oh yeah. Usually, yeah.
Yeah, and I do a lot of that, just recording for other bands and stuff, just in my studio.
Yeah.
So if you have drum tracks,
Send it to running drummer.
Call
Send
me
it
up.
to the running
I'll do it for you.
drummer. He'll hook you up.
But anyway, you miss something when you do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and when we recorded there, and of course they did such a great job of mixing and putting it all together. So I've never heard myself back like that, and I was like, whoa, that's legit. Like these guys are really, really good. So, but they captured the moment, and we just we did have a good session. We definitely played well, and I was like, okay, that was really good. Each song took a couple takes, but and way less expensive, and you're like, you're not thinking, it's not in your head. It's almost like you don't have enough time to think about it. It's like it's just gonna get done.
That's it. 100%.
And that's a cool thing to be on the like you have to be right on the edge of disaster.
Right. Yeah,
we like to ride it.
And you're right on that, like, okay, this could be not good, and then hopefully it goes well. And when you capture it, you capture something. And I think for this LP, we captured something, and we hope to do it again with those guys eventually, wherever they land and wherever they open up another studio. Mm-hmm. I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
sure.
They did capture the us. They captured us, and
Yeah.
And if it's good enough for Muddy Waters, it's good enough for Run Like Thieves, baby.
That's right.
But Abe did Abe was like, these guys, man, I'm gonna get them lined up. So before before we recorded, he made sure we were really ironed out with the stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
100%. Like every beat. So
I've
super tight.
I've gotten so used to doing the recording track by track like that I just assumed that we would want to do it that way. So I made click tracks and everything.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
And we rehearsed with them.
We
could do
rehearsed
it.
with them, yeah.
But, we got there with the cameras and everything rolling, and it just became evident that, we're going to throw that out the window.
Yeah.
And, luckily we're good enough. It was good to rehearse that way,
Yes,
and then to show up and just relax a little bit, and not
Yeah.
have to worry about that so much.
Yeah, that's a good point. You can show up, relax, and kind of really bring it. I just wanted to say, too, Matt and Jen, for all of your listeners who are shy and haven't asked a question yet, the answer is yes. I don't mean to say, the answer is yes to your questions. Okay, all of the questions.
Wow.
Yes, Dan is shirtless.
Yeah, just ask. Just start. Yes, that's how I like to roll. You know what I'm saying?
The what's great about Abe too, and just to give Abe more accolades, but Abe really he comes in studied. Like he's the kind of guy that does his homework as a musician.
Oh yeah.
And it's really awesome to have someone like that who really sits down and dissects everything and then puts his own spin and production on it, and he's been so good like that. And that was another reason why we're like, oh my god, he's the dude. Like he's the guy.
And actually and not kidding, there really is a question. One of our favorite listeners, Isaac, he always wants to know what people's influences are. Who influenced you musically to be where you are?
Well, we did mention Mr. Bungle. However, there's a lot more. I'm a huge Rush fan. So my son is actually here in studio with us, and he is 11 years old, and his name is Neil, after Neil Peart. And if you ever see a car driving around with the license plate YYZ Rush, that's me. So, so I'm a huge Rush fan. So I'm into progressive stuff and whatever, but I also like, everything from Tom Petty to, there's so many.
Yeah.
So many. I can't even. But Faith No More, I'm a huge fan. Like, I just love so many weird things. Jazz music, Art Blakey and Miles Davis, and just all the great drummers. I'm a drummer. Like, I love drummers. So there's like Steve Gadd, like whatever band he's in, I'm in. Like, I love it. Whatever it is. One of my good friends is an amazing fiddle player, Eileen Ivers. She's a huge influence. So many people that I know personally that are great too. So it's hard.
Yeah, I come from definitely a punk rock, alternative rock background. That's what I did for the last 20 years basically.
Yeah.
But I mean my favorite artist is Tom Waits, bar none. Listened to him forever since I was a kid. So that's going to be a big influence to me. But also, I mean, I don't get to do it here much, but I mean, noise rock. I love Death from Above, 1979, stuff like that. But I mean, also, I mean, originally this was going to be they said Americana country. Which I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
I should dip my toes and get that done. So that's a lot of the reason I signed on, because I haven't been doing a whole lot recently, and what I did do wasn't really working out for me, so I'm just going to say screw it and try something. So that's why I'm here.
And that's what's so cool about this trio is that we come from such different places, and we all appreciate everything, and we've been playing covers a lot, and we played covers enough to we know what covers work, and we know that we're also into hip hop, so we know when we play live stuff, we do a lot of hip hop, a lot of funk, stuff that people can dance to. And so we love that stuff. And then I think we like all the darker stuff too, anything with minor chords, Radiohead, stuff like that we're totally into as well. But, he comes from the Tom Waits stuff, and I'm from the progressive stuff, and then Dan is just, I don't even know. Dan is
actually,
all over the place.
I'm, one of my, it's very interesting. I'd like to tell you something. So I've been playing music forever. Like I said, since I came out the womb, I made some noises then, and I'm still doing them. I just made that noise this morning. Same exact noise. And it sounds no, I'm just kidding. So, I love, Woody Guthrie.
Yeah.
And I just, I just thought he was amazing. I have a large family, and they would blast music all the time. So you'd hear Frank Sinatra, Boys to Men, New Kids on the Block, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. Everybody listened to different things. Bruce Springsteen, and then when I started to kind of develop my own taste, I started listening to Woody Guthrie. I love that old timey. I just love everything about him. I just thought it was fascinating how he lived and how he traveled the United States and just sat with people in a room and freaking wrote a song with them about their heritage.
Right.
Austrian immigrants in the Great Depression. Didn't matter to him. He's like, that's how we developed. And so I really took that as kind of I've written over 1,200 songs.
Wow.
That's not a lie. That is the truth.
Yeah.
He really has.
Oh,
written.
I believe you.
Yeah.
It's insane. They're not all great, but they're.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, out of 1,200, they're not.
There's about 3 decent ones, and you have them all here today, Matt. Okay, we saved them for you.
One thing about what I love about Dan is that his ability to tell a story in the song, which I think is really important for people to connect.
Yeah.
You have to tell a story that people can and understand the lyrics, and it's not just marbles in your mouth type. I don't know what that guy said, because people connect with that. I mean, I'm not. I listen to drums and I listen to bass.
Yeah.
And now that I've understand the importance of the story behind the song, it really connects people to the song. So I love that about Dan, that he's able to do that. So.
And the thing is, there was something that happened with me about 10 years ago where I started writing songs for Songs of Love Foundation, and it's for kids with cancer, leukemia, different illnesses. They get requests through Make-A-Wish, Give Kids the World, and directly through hospitals and hospice. And the first song that I thought I was heard on Reverb Nation on the world music thing, because I was writing some really artistic stuff that I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
And then, and someone listened to it and he thought I was funny. And I was like, you think I'm funny? I was like, serious. But he was like, could you write a song for a kid? And I was like, sure. And he was kind of testing me out, and he had me rewrite it about 10 times, to get out of the way of the song. And he's like, the kid that's listening to this is 8, is going into dialysis a couple times a week, driving with their parents to the hospital. They're going to listen to the song to and from,
Wow. That's heavy. Yeah.
So I've done a few hundred for them.
Yeah.
Once again, Dan is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Well, but thank you. But it helped me in a big way, because I was like, I'm going to get out of the way of the song.
Interesting.
And then I meet this gentleman who's like, why are you singing like that? Can't you just be yourself?
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's myself?
Right.
I don't. And then here we are.
Yeah.
This is like one of those things. So I would sing high, I would sing low, I would sing like a Disney guy. I would sing, because I would do. I don't know.
It was almost like impressions.
Sing,
like
I'm going hungry. I would do that. I would do a reggae voice.
Yeah.
Baby, tell to what? I'm very bad at all of them. So
Yeah.
The only voice I'm good at is Muddy Waters. When I was a young man at the age of 5,
Yeah.
But no, but that's so my influence. I'm really influenced by moments and by like the whatever we're doing, and I capture it like a picture in my mind. And then that's where I write the lyrics or a poem or something like that.
Yeah.
And then my vocal influence has been from Greg, my drummer, who doesn't let me go crazy.
I just don't let him get away with anything.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
it's very, very helpful. And I've had great music teacher. Mark Baxter he's my vocal coach. He's amazing. He's actually, these guys, Greg and Mark Baxter would get along famously.
Yeah.
Mark's like, why are you singing like that? Don't do that. I'm like, I don't know. You shouldn't sing that song then.
And I take it, my wife is really a great singer, and she is, she'll listen to things, and her and I kind of agree on a lot of it. So we've listened to stuff that Dan has done, and we're like, oh, we just got to get him to go here, and then it's perfect. And luckily, he's been so good. I mean, Dan is just awesome.
I'm a good boy.
But he for this particular recording, he just hit it right, the nail on the head. Like, it was like perfect the whole way through. And I was like, oh man, that's your sweet spot, man.
Yeah.
That's the money right there. That's the money spot.
Well, gentlemen, this has been fantastic. I wish we had more time. I'd love to talk to you some more, but we are approaching the top of the hour. But we are going to finish out with this track, Tennessee by Run Like Thieves, who are our guests in this hour. And it's been wonderful having you guys on. And Abe, it's great to see you, my friend. I've known you a long time. And,
good to see you too, Matt.
Yeah, good to see you, and wonderful to meet you guys. And,
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having us.
Please, though, before we hit this track, Tennessee, remind our listeners where they should go online to keep up with everything that you're doing.
So you can go to runlikethieves.com. You can find us on all streaming platforms, everything from Spotify to Apple Music to YouTube. We also have a YouTube channel, Run Like Thieves, which is connected to Dan and my own channel as well, which we're currently building. Is brand new, so it's not like a crazy amount of views and subscribers, but it's getting there for a couple days that it's been open. And Facebook, obviously, Instagram, pretty much any social media. But we are the only Run Like Thieves band that exists. We did check that.
Yeah.
And so we're super happy that we actually
Trademark pending.
we trademarked it, and it's
good.
ours, and we got the website. So, but yeah, so that's basically, I think, everywhere that you can find us. And of course, whatever Dan mentioned as far as our live stuff. So.
Run Like Thieves Band is the Instagram handle, and Facebook handle, I believe. Run Like Thieves Band. But yes, please go to our YouTube, Run Like Thieves, and subscribe and comment.
That's our favorite. That's our favorite. We like YouTube.
Yeah.
And this is such a special day because we're releasing these songs with you. Thank you so much for having us to do this. Is amazing. And if you subscribe to our YouTube, you'll see our beautiful videos.
Yes.
As they get released for these unreleased songs that we played here today.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you guys. This has been absolutely amazing. But we're going to close out this segment with another great studio track from these guys. This is called Tennessee, Run Like Thieves. Check it out.
Takes her clothes, throws them in the ocean, baking California sun. 10 lines exposed, love's pampered devotion. Hallelujah, here she comes. What she needs, what she needs, Tennessee. What she needs, Tennessee. Take my whole life, I'm living for them. Break this fake illusion. For my soul is long, we gotta leave. Hallelujah, here she comes. What she needs, Tennessee. What she needs, Tennessee. What she needs.